How did 1950s technology first evolve? Imagine a time when computers filled entire rooms and televisions were the size of small furniture. The 1950s was a decade of rapid change, shaping the tech we still use today. Back then, electronics were big, heavy, and expensive. Most devices relied on vacuum tubes, which were fragile and used a lot of power. These tubes were essential for early radios, televisions, and computers but had many limitations. The real turning point came with the invention of the transistor in the late 1940s. Transistors are tiny semiconductor devices that could amplify and switch electronic signals much more efficiently than vacuum tubes. They were smaller, more durable, and used less electricity. This breakthrough made it possible to shrink electronic devices and improve their reliability. By the early 1950s, transistors started replacing vacuum tubes in radios and other gadgets, making them more affordable and portable. Another major step forward was the development of integrated circuits. Invented independently by Jack Kilby and Robert Noyce in 1958 and 1959, respectively, these chips combined many electronic components onto a single piece of silicon. This innovation allowed for even smaller and more complex devices. It was the beginning of the microchip revolution, which eventually led to the computers and smartphones we have today. During this decade, computers like the UNIVAC I became the first commercially available machines. They were huge, weighing over 7 tons and costing around $1 million. Despite their size, they marked the start of using computers for business and government work. Meanwhile, nuclear power was also emerging as a new way to generate electricity, with tests happening in places like Idaho. At home, new conveniences appeared, such as the first disposable diapers and the microwave oven, both patented in the early 1950s. Automobiles gained features like power steering, making driving easier and more comfortable. Plastics and new materials changed how products were made, making them lighter and more versatile. The transistor radio became a cultural icon, bringing music and news into millions of homes and cars. It was small enough to carry around, symbolizing how technology was becoming part of everyday life. For baby boomers, these innovations represented a bright future, full of new gadgets and possibilities. They saw technology as a sign of progress, transforming daily routines and shaping the lifestyle of the post-war era. All these developments laid the groundwork for the digital age. The 1950s was a time when technology moved from large, industrial uses into homes and personal lives, creating a legacy that still influences us today.